Hey guys, this is your friend Mainak from Civil Center and I welcome all of you back to our channel and another video on Tekla Structural Designer. So friends, we had made many videos on Tekla Structural Designer, design steps, loading, modeling, many doubts, tips and tricks. But in today's video, we're going to teach you a very important aspect, that is how to make members pass in the Tekla Structural Designer software. So once we assume sizes before design for the various members like beams, columns, slabs, etc. And after that, after application of the loading, then we check whether this particular loads can be beared by this particular structure members or not. If not, then we change the sizes and make them safe, so that the final design or the final drawings which you're going to make or which you're going to give to our clients or as a structural engineer which you're going to present, that is safe as well as economic. So in the today's video we'll show you how to make members safe in Tekla Structural Designer software. So let's get started. So now as you can see, the structure has been designed. Some of the columns and beams are failing, so we have to redesign that as per our preference here. So what we'll do, we'll just select the first of the beams first for the plinth level, and we'll just give it the increase the size of it. Instead of 225 into 225, we'll do this 225 into 300, and then just right click on them and then design selection and check whether this is okay or not to go. So as you can see, these are past plinth beams. Always come warning comes due to this imbalance of particular load, due to which we have made a video. So we are safe. As you can see, the let's see the design as well. You can see design member static, just take the design, and if you the reinforcement is also coming normal. As you can see, 4 bars of 20 mm it's coming. Okay, so here as you can see, the next section, let's check out, and 4 bars of 20 and 3 bars of 16 mm. So let's check the change the design settings a bit to adjust. So we'll go to model and sorry, design, and go to settings. We are going to use for the footings is okay, it's okay, and for the beams reinforcement we're going to use maximum of 16 mm bars here, and for the columns also we're going to use 16 mm bars maximum here, and we'll just okay with this. Link bar spacing we can reduce this, and then okay. And then after that, what we'll do is we can also go with some higher sections for this. So let's give this sections of, since this is the plinth level, let's give this a section of 250 cross 300, and then just right click and then design member or design selection static. So let's check the reinforcement here, design member static one member. Let's check the design reinforcement is 40 16 3T 16 here also. So the reinforcements are okay with this, and now we're okay with this. Now for the next level, let's make the beam safe here. Just select the beams here, all the beams are selected. We'll just select concrete beams, and then just change the size of it to 250 225 into 350, and let's check whether we are okay with this or not. Right click and then design selection static. So most of them are passing. So let's take reinforcement coming in this as well, design member static, and whether the reinforcement is okay or not. 40 16 3T 3T 12, 40 16 3T 12. So we're okay with this particular arrangement, and we want to provide this particular arrangement to all, that is 225 into 350. So let's select these beams as well, and these beams as well, and these beams as well. So we have this concrete beam items, and then the section will be 225 into 350, and then right click and then a design selection static. The design of the beams will be done, and after the design of the beams are done, let's go for the design of the columns now. So now for the columns, let's select all the columns here, and then give the columns a size of concrete columns, and just give them a size of, let's say, increase the size first to 225 into 300, and then click on OK. And after that, let's just check or select everything here, and then right click and then design selection static. So after that we see some of the columns have passed, but in the top section. So this, let's check the ratio here. Ratio is 1.959. This is 2.02. So from this we can have an idea that the ratio of by which it is failing, it's a huge ratio. So we have to increase more size for the columns as well. So let's just go into increasing the size of the further size of the columns here. Here select this column stacks, and then go with this 350, and then right click and then design selection static. So now we have some better picture here. So let's now try to make one of the columns pass here. So let's select this column, and this will give an idea of like how much, because spacing is almost uniform here. So we'll select all these columns here, and all these four columns here, and make this particular size, or increase this section to 225 into, let's say, 300, and then so it's okay, we want it along this side, so it will be 225, it will be actually 300 into 225, like this we want. So like this, let's give, and for this also right click, design selection static. Okay, we have better results, only one floor it's failing, so we have the better results here. So for this particular columns as well, will have the same particular size given. Let's give this particular section of this stack items, and let's give this section of 300 into 225, this one, and then right click, design selection static. So here also, and for this particular set of columns, and for these columns also, we'll make the same. Let's give this size of, let's give the section of 225 into the depth, let's make this as 350. Right click, design selection static. So there we have better results here. Now select this, and I will just change the section here to 350 cross to 225, and then right click and then design selection static. Results are better again in this case. So for these columns as well, we'll just do this as 300 into 225, right click, design selection static. So now we have most of the columns which are passing in the top portions. Now we have to make them pass as well. So let's check whether the ratio is coming 1.091. So by a small margin, if we increase them, then we can achieve the success. Column sticks once again 300 in place of 300. Let's give this as 350. That should do the case here. And then right click, then design member static. Okay, 6 parts of 12 mm we have passing here. So now it's good, it's better. So this is already 225 into 350. Let's check, otherwise we'll change the orientation of it. And right click and then design member static. Okay, still it's failing in some parts. So if we just let's change the orientation of it, or else we can give the same orientation, and little bit we can just change this. Instead of 225 to 300, let's do this as 375, and then click on OK, and then right click and then design selection static. Okay, still we have two beams which, let's see, this is passing one comfortably. Design member static, 6 bars of 16 mm, so we're okay with that. What is this column is failing, and so a lot of load is coming in this column, so that's why. So let's change the section and increase it further, and let's do this time as 425, and then right click and then design selection static. So if it is not passed this time, then okay, it's passing, and only the bottom portion is failing. Let's check. So 6 bars of 16 mm, we're okay with that. The bottom portion we can anyway increase the section of it later. So this, let's this bar is 225 to 425, and this for this also we'll just go and increase the particular size to it, 225 into 300. Let's do this as 225 into 425, and for this as well, and this is 350 into 225. Already we have given this size. Now let's go for this design and design all static once again to check the effect of the changes which we made. So we have done this up to this, and now as you can see here, so some of the parts as you can see are failing here. So this, for these two, I think loads are more here, so we'll just increase. As you can see, this size is 425 already. This is 425, this is 425, this is 375. So you can just do this as, I think these two as, you know, this 375, because I think it's not required that much. 375, and then design selection static, design selection static, and then you can check. So these are okay with this. As you can see, 1.05 actually failing. And let's just take the section, the 6 bars of 12 mm it's coming, so it's pretty much safe. So for this too, let's just change the size to 450, and then click on OK. Then just design the section, design selection static. So this is done. Let's check the reinforcement also. 6 bar of 16 mm. So in this column it seems that some more load is coming, so we'll just increase this particular section. So we'll do this as instead of 350, we'll do this as like 425 into 225, and click on OK. Right click, design member static. So we have made the particular section safe here. So as you can see, the design has been done. And if you have some beams which are failing, as you can see the size is 250 to 300, but it's still failing, so you can just, let's grab all these particular beams here, 4 beams, and just let's change the size to 250 to 350. For the plain beams. Okay, right click, design member static. This has passed, and I'm just wanting no design selection static. So this has also passed comfortably. And now for the bottom we can increase the sections anyway. For now let's just go to the foundations, pad base columns, select this, and then design pad bases. So after the foundations have been designed, you can see 4 foundations are failing. So let's check the reason for the failure. This instead of despite providing so much depth is 0.96, so it's not failing by bearing capacity. We'll check that. So this is also not bearing capacity, this is also not bearing capacity. So by bearing capacity is passing, so we'll go to that. And after that we'll just generate the drawings out of it. So for the drawings, we'll save the drawings in a particular folder. So first of all we'll go to the drawings, and let us first take out the column schedule. We want the schedule for all the columns here, and just click on OK. And I'm going to save this in a particular file which I want, that is for taking out the drawings here, and then the particular name. This will be our TD1 columns, complete column schedule. Save it. Okay. And then we will have our foundation schedule. Let me go to the structure, the basic level, and here we have this foundation layout. Automatically I want a particular name here for my file. This will be our foundation layout. Okay, well, and after that our foundation layout will have the general arrangement for the beams. So for 2 levels we'll take the general arrangement for beam, that is one at the plinth level, and the remaining for the roof beams. So let's take the general arrangement of this beam, and general arrangement GA drawing. So this also give the location which you are wanting. I'll give this as beam plinth beam schedule TSD. Okay, and then okay. So this okay, sorry, this should have been the plain beam layout actually. So I'll just rename it here. It should be plain beam layout, not the schedule, because this is the layout. Okay, and then okay, this is already open. Okay, so that's why they are not showing it. So try again. Okay, So next it will be next thing, we want the beam schedule, so rename it and give the location once again, and this time it will be the plain beam schedule on the layout. THD, save it, okay. And after that we'll go to the structure one, and then we'll have the particular general arrangement, save the particular file, and this time it will be the typical beam or the roof beam layout. This will be roof beam layout THD, okay. And then the beam schedule, and we'll just do this as this roof beam schedule. SCHEDULE THD, okay. And after that you can just check the drawings here, all the drawings which you have generated in THD, and right click on them, open them. Some of them are already open, so you can just view them in your CAD software which you are using. As you can check here one by one all the drawings, and you can just customize them and then obtain your final drawings. So we're going to open them. So let's open it one by one. This is the plinth beam schedule, or the plinth beam layout. As you can see on the schedule, this is layout, and then you will have the plinth beam schedule. This, as you can see here, is the plinth beam schedule, in which the details of the main reinforcement as well as the secondary reinforcement are given. And then you will have similar the roof beam layout and schedule, then the concrete column schedule here. As you can see, the concrete column schedule, and for this particular naming, as you can see here, this CRC 3, CRC 6 you can find in the roof beam layout. You'll find the naming of the columns here in the roof beam layout, what is CRC 3D2. So, and after that in the foundation layout you'll find the details of the foundation. As you can see, you have the details of the foundation into depth, and also the sizes you'll have. So you have all the things in this particular all the drawings. So friends, in this video we just have shown you the process of making all the particular members of Tekla Structural Designer software pass, and how to play around and interpolate with the sizes of the different structural members. That's all for today's video. Bye bye.